Hello, my lovelies! It is time for the final week of Camp SeasonAthon, so stay tuned. So the last vlog you would have seen, I did my Better Book It game, which was quite interesting and unexpected. I'll link that up here if you want to go and check it out. But in the last Camp SeasonAthon vlog, you would have seen that I was working on The Truth About Melody Brown, and I did finish that actually in the Better Book It vlog. So yeah, if you want to hear my thoughts and everything, go check that out. So the past couple of days I haven't videoed anything because I haven't really had anything worth vlogging, but I've also just been working my booty off on my computer trying to get things set up for SeasonAthon Academy and editing videos and all of that stuff. And I've made progress with SeasonAthon Academy. I have our 2 co-hosts figured out. I have the prompts figured out. I just need to find a group book and author, which I'm still working on. Though I did read some during this, like when I had breaks here and there. I have been working on my reread of The Savior's Champion. This book is really, it's so good and it's so much fun to read. And it's fun also to like having read it before, reading it a second time, knowing what's coming. This is, oh my goodness, a very deadly competition. Our main character, Tobias, he has a sister who is crippled. Her father was in an accident, or their father was in an accident, and he passed away, and his sister is left crippled. And now Tobias is pretty much the sole earner for his family. He was an artist apprentice, but left that to go work in the sugarcane fields in order to provide for his family. But now the Savior is of age. She's 20 years old. And when a Savior becomes 20, there is this competition to find the Savior's champion and the one that's going to get to marry the Savior and become the next sovereign of their world or whatever. And Tobias has absolutely no interest in this, but the way his sister's struggling and in constant pain, he ends up going for it because while in this competition, his family is going to be very, very well provided for. So the first half of this competition is in this labyrinth, this underground magical labyrinth with all kinds of horrors. And I'll tell you, like, right off the bat on day 1, multiple people die. And it's rough, but I love all of the challenges, and it's like The Bachelorette, but deadly. This is a lot of fun. So I'm going to be continuing to work on this because I have to finish it before Saturday, but I have like 1,000,001 things still left to do. I have a long checklist of things I need to get done, including film my Wheel of TBR, which I'm going to be doing right after I film this clip. I've got more videos to edit. I've got to unpack my suitcase from my last trip and repack because tomorrow we leave to go and visit my mom, which I'll be taking you along. So I know I started this on Thursday, but I'm actually going to go all the way until when? I think Monday? Whatever the last day of the month. Yeah, so this is going to go all the way through Monday for this vlog because I want to go until the end of the month. But I'll be taking you with me to visit my mom and my sisters, one of my sisters and my niece and nephews of hers. And yeah, I have a lot, a lot to do. And then tomorrow morning before we can leave, we're getting a car delivered. We bought a car, financed a car through Carvana, and it's getting delivered tomorrow morning. We had to schedule it for them because it was going to be the only time Marty was going to be home because we put it in his name. And you know, he's had to work all week, and so before we can leave for our trip, we have to get this car. And it's funny because it looks identical to my car. His is just an older version. Mine's a 2023. His is a 2017. It's a Chevrolet Trax. It's got like, I think 87,000 miles on it, something like that. but I think it'll be a good vehicle for him. But yeah, we got to do that in the morning and then drive all the way to my mom's house, which is like, I don't know, 6.5 hours, something like that. And then the live shows the next day. It's going to be a whirlwind for the next few days. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm going to go and work on this massive checklist I have, and I will talk to you later. So as you can see, we are in the car this morning. Okay, so yesterday I spent the day working my booty off, trying to film and edit and upload and do all the things, and I managed to get everything done, I think. And then this morning we had the car delivered for Xander, and it was something we got from Carvana, and we ended up having to reject it because once we got the car and checked it out, they well, as soon as they brought it, they told us, the woman who did the like pre-check or whatever, she said that the air conditioning isn't working. So it was blowing, but it was only blowing hot air, and we decided to go ahead and reject it because if there was already that one thing wrong with it, we didn't want to risk anything else being wrong with it. So we went ahead and told them to take it back, and there wasn't any charge, and we got refunded, and we're going to keep looking and find something else. So we're going to keep looking, and we'll hopefully find something that can be delivered like the day after we get home, and hopefully that one's fine. But now we're on our way to visit my mom. It's just me and Marty. Xander stayed at home because he had like a job interview today and another job interview tomorrow. Fingers crossed he gets something. I am currently listening to The Savior's Champion. I just got to chapter 12, and I'm going to keep listening to that while I work on my embroidery and Marty drives. Hello, Marty. And we actually had to leave my car for Xander. I told him he can only drive it for going to interviews or if he gets a job going to work. Other than that, I didn't want him driving all over the place. But we have about 6 more hours left in the car, so I'm going to get to listening, and he's going to get to driving. We're continuing to drive, and I'll talk to you later.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go.
Alright, let me get this dishwasher open. Hello to her. And we're live. Hello, my lovelies. Today I'm here with my two lovely co-hosts, Debbie and Kimberly, and the fabulous Jenna, the author of The Savior's Champion, our group book this round of SeasonAthon. I'm so excited to talk to you about this book.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here. And I brought my little co-author who she doesn't contribute much. She's just cute. And that's little Miss
That's
Buttercup.
enough of a contribution.
Thank you. She contributes kisses. Thank you. Support the kisses. She'll poke her head up every once in a while.
We love the doggy kisses.
Yes. Right?
I want to know where your idea for this came.
It's so ironic that you asked that because I'm wearing a 9 Inch Nails shirt, and it came from not planned. It came from a 9 Inch Nails song. I was listening to Head Like a Hole, and I'm one of those people where I get a lot of my writing inspiration from music, and every time I listen to that song, I would kind of imagine this like deadly tunnel that men are like navigating through to like win this beautiful redheaded bride who turns out to be not what she seems, or personality wise, motivation wise, I'll just put it that way. I just imagined it like every time I listened to that song. And I remember thinking like, it's too bad that I don't know anything about videography and I couldn't like bring this to life the way I see it. And I just remember driving one day and being like, Jenna, you idiot, you're an author. Why don't you just write a book instead? And so that's where the idea stemmed from. And then obviously it grew from there and everything.
And I was interested in finding out how you came up with the different games that or the trials that they had to go through throughout the book.
A lot of that came from like pretty much everything that you see underground, except for the pigs. Everything that you see happening underground, I got the idea while listening to the song. Like I could see like the hanging vines. Pretty much everything comes from music. I was listening to "The Beautiful People" by Marilyn Manson when I got the idea for the statues, you know, and even the piggy obstacle. I was listening to March of the Pigs, so that one's pretty like self-explanatory. And I remember I got the idea and I'm like, this is so stupid, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
There's not a playlist in here, is there?
Yeah, there isn't, but I have one. I have one on my website and it's on Spotify.
All of the dresses you depict in this book are absolutely stunning. So where did you get the ideas for all of the dresses and the outfits for the guys? Like, where did you come up with all of that part of it?
I was heavily inspired by ancient Greece and Rome, which as a kid, I was always obsessed with Greek mythology. That's why there's so many like references to Greek mythology in the book. So I was heavily inspired by that. But if you look back at a lot of their clothing, it's a lot of white and I like color. So I'm also... I added sort of like a Latin American mix with a lot of color and vibrance and things like that. It's kind of like I'm Mediterranean, but I'm also Latina. So I was kind of merging the two cultures. So that's kind of where I came up with it. Plus, you know, just going to Pinterest, searching through all these beautiful dresses and kind of getting ideas of the cuts and everything. I wanted it to be something that you could wear in a really like hot, dry heat climate, you know, so lots of like bare shoulders, lots of, you know, flowy fabrics and things like that.
And we're live. Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to our Camp SeasonAthon After Hours live show. This is like just us hanging out, having a good time. Say hi, YouTube.
Hi.
This is my nephew.
Hi, nephew.
He's like, I don't know. He looks like a young Xander. A little bit. I mean, except Xander had like the poofy curly hair and he was blonde. But yeah, they do like kind of resemble each other a little bit. He's the oldest. But then there's also so it's Samuel, Benjamin, Judah, Kara, Samaya, and then the one she's pregnant with. No, full house. I was not really staying in what seemed like a very good place. I was by myself and it was kind of far from everything. And I remember I had to like I was not too far from Central Park at some point. And so I was like, I'm walking by myself. Let's go on Instagram Live. And so I'm like looking at it. Yeah. Like, if anybody comes up behind me, I'm gonna see them in my camera. I was like, and I told him, I was like, guys, I'm here so like I don't die, okay? Good morning, Mom.
Hey.
She cooking us some breakfast. Okay, I have crazy bedhead this morning. So Friday, I didn't end up finishing the Savior's Champion. I stayed up until like 1:30 in the morning trying to get it finished. And I was almost done, but I was tired. Saturday, I woke up in the morning and I got the book finished. Then we all went to church together and then rushed, and I mean rushed, back here. Because church kind of went over, and I had to get back in time to set up the live shows. So we had our live shows yesterday. It was a lot of fun. I will link like the author chat up here. That was a really, really good time. Jenna was so personable, and it was great to talk to her about the book and just talk to her in general. And then we had our after hours live, and that was kind of short because I am here and I'm wanting to visit with my family and everything, and I'm only here for a few days. So I think we went like around an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. I can't remember exactly how long, but then we just kind of spent the evening hanging out. We played we played a game my mom has. And I have no idea what we have in store today. Don't know if I'm going to read anything because I kind of don't feel like it. And there's my mama. I think we're going to play a game maybe after we eat, after she showers. I might just like leave my hair this crazy mane today. All right. Well, I guess that's it. And if I have something interesting to show you, I will totally pull the camera out and show you if I can remember. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
How does it feel to be so awesome?
I don't know. You tell me. We'll both know.
You're so cute. What you doing?
I'm pouring myself some lemonade.
What were you about to do?
Go pick some blueberries.
Pick some blueberries. Yay.
Oh, looks like one of something got them. Yeah, something picked them right off. Look at that.
It ate her blackberries.
Something did.
She also gets random chickens that just pop up in her yard. But she has her chickens over there. There's her little garden.
Purple whole peas, and that on the other side is basil, cucumbers, broccoli, zucchini, butter beans, green beans, rosemary, tomatoes. That's asparagus, corn, watermelon, okra, and onion.
What are the things with the pretty flowers?
That's okra. You could landscape with okra. It's so pretty. See, there's okra. You got a few pieces on there.
What's that? What's the things with the big
Ball?
ball?
That's watermelon.
Huh.
Those are sugar baby watermelons. And that's my little cornfield. It's yellow because it's been 97 degrees and storming.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my, you can, here, stand back there. So, I am about 5'7". So, look how tall these blueberries are.
That is a big blueberry bush.
Yeah. And there's another one on the other side of it.
The blueberries.
Blueberries.
You gotta focus on the blueberries. Focus. Blueberries. Okay, we're gonna pick some blueberries.
What you doing?
I'm picking blueberries. There's so many.
Blueberries.
See my blueberries? Look what I got.
Wait, I don't see them.
You gotta tilt the camera down.
There we go.
We had to come inside because it started raining his booty off. She make us some lunch. We got some Nana over there. We got Samuel and Benjamin. Marty is currently entertaining the others. We got Judah.
Hey, you're filming me! Howdy! Everyone.
And we got Kara back there. And we got Samaya. Hi.
Hi, Minecraft Steve.
And that's Minecraft Steve.
May So's That's her.
This guy has longer legs. Okay, before one, two,
It
three.
smells so good. And all
This
of
guy's
ours
their
just
ninja.
rolling around.
This, hey Chris, this guy's their ninja. He can move his arm. He's the only Lego person that can move his arm sideways and bend his legs.
Okay.
Okay.
Woo! Go, Samuel. Keep going. Oh no. Oh no. Crash and burn. You okay?
I don't know. I sprained my ankle.
He survived.
Yeah.
He's okay. You good? All right. You ready to keep going? All right. You having a plum? Is it yummy?
Hey.
Hey,
Hi. Everyone's
you eating your plums?
Yes. There's a plum apocalypse. A plum. It's a plum of Look up.
I'm looking at Samuel.
Look at him. He's my brother.
Whoa.
He's kind of crazy whenever he swings. Sometimes he's kind of crazy whenever he swings. Hi. You want to? Muffin. I can put him like that. You put me.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna climb to the very top.
Good job. We're coming out to feed the chickens.
To let them loose. We're going to let them loose.
Well, let them loose and give them a little treat.
Give 'em a little treat.
Hey, chickens. They're gonna have some strawberry pieces and stuff.
There you go, baby.
Chickens!
Stuck a feather in her hat and called it macaroni.
Chickens!
Did you lose something? Who lost that? Willis, what is that? What is this?
The rooster's name is Willis.
Because what you talking about, Willis?
So we're at a place called Mr. Spud's for lunch. Marty's having some chicken tenders and some broccoli and potatoes. I've got a vegetable plate. Got some broccoli, some corn, some green beans, and some apple cobbler. And my mama over here, there we go. She's having, what do you have?
Chicken, okra, coleslaw, and broccoli and cheese.
Nice. It looks delicious. I wish I could have some chicken, but I cannot.
Some coleslaw?
No. That doesn't look delicious, in fact. So as you can see, we are back home. We got back home last night. If I didn't tell you, I think I did, but if I didn't tell you, before the live show, I did finish The Savior's Champion. It was a reread for me. 5 stars. I freaking love this book, and I cannot wait to read the next in this series. And I know my co-hosts feel the same way. They're like ready for the next book. We had a great time with that live show and the after hours live show. It was a little tricky trying to get everything done while at my mom's house, but it was a great time. And I had a great time visiting with my family and all of that. I did post on the Discord yesterday before we left to head home. But Pink Cabin won. Yay, go Pink Cabin. It was a close race pretty much the entire time. So I'm very proud of everybody that participated. You all did such an amazing job. But now I have to end this video and get it edited so I can post tomorrow. So I gotta go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye!